Hey folks, welcome to my channel Number Pen. So there we have the problem on the screen. Integrate the following with respect to x. We have x times 1 minus x the whole power 17, right? So what we've been given is dy by dx and we've been asked to find y. My y is nothing but the integral of the given expression. So let's write down our y. So that's my y. I know that my y is not in a very simple format whose antiderivative I know from first principles. So looks like we have a job in hand. So how do I simplify this? I have a x and I have a 1 minus x the whole power 17, right? So the way to solve this problem is by the method of substitution. So all that we need to do is substitute t equals 1 minus x, right? The reason I'm doing this is I have 1 minus x the whole power 17, right? And I cannot expand this and try and integrate my y. That's going to become very complex, right? So how do I simplify my 1 minus x expression, right? I can do this by the method of substitution. I do a simple t equals 1 minus x, which means my dt equals minus dx, right? And at the same time, I notice that I have an x in my y expression, right? So I will have to write my x as t equals 1 minus x. I rearrange my terms. I get x equals 1 minus t. Right? Now I go to my y, right? I try and express everything using t, and you will see that my expression has got simplified, right? So let's see what do we get. My first term in y is x, so I write it as a 1 minus t. And then I have a 1 minus x the whole power 17, which is the substitution that we made, which becomes t to the power 17, right? And then I have a dx. And if you notice our earlier working, we have worked out that my dt equals minus dx. Therefore, my expression dx becomes minus dt, right? So I pull out the minus sign, and this is my dt, right? I have minus of 1 minus t, so I can eliminate the negative sign if I rewrite this as t minus 1. Now my y is nothing but integral of the given expression, right? So I have integral of t minus 1 times t to the power 17 into dt, right? It means I have this as t to the power 18 dt, right? Minus t to the power 17 dt. Okay, that's my y. I know that I can apply the sum rule of integration and rewrite my y as follows when I have integral of t to the power 18 minus t to the power 17 dt is nothing but integral of t to the power 18 dt minus integral of t to the power 17 dt. Okay. And then this is not very complex. I have integral of t to the power 18 dt, which is nothing but t to the power 19 by 19, right? I hope you folks are with me, and I request you to take a look at all the integral formulas which are available in the description of this video. And in case you've not understood how I'm arriving at this, please do mention in the comments and I'll be happy to support you. Now I go to the second expression. I have integral of t to the power 17 dt, which is nothing but t to the power 18 by 18. And then I have my constant c, right? Now we more or less arrived at the answer, except that I have my y in terms of t. I will have to go back to my original substitution what I had made. My t is nothing but 1 minus x, right? So when I rewrite everything in terms of x, what do I get? So there we are. My y is equal to 1 minus x the whole power 19 divided by 19 minus of 1 minus x the whole power 18 divided by 18 plus my arbitrary constant c. Right. So let me highlight my final answer in pink. So I hope you found my content useful. Please do subscribe to my channel and support. Thank you.